In 1978, a group of 19 people with disabilities put their bodies on the line to fight for their rights in Denver. They made change across America. Our Byron Reed explores how their story is being remembered in a new way.
And Colfax seems to be a common theme.
A picture can be a lesson in history.
Mike being a poet, he couldn't write, physically couldn't write. Staff wouldn't write his poetry down for him.
For Kurt Garrett,
So
it's part of a past he wants to keep up to date.
in America, there aren't too many other movements that were this big that made that much of a difference in people's lives, you know.
Garrett is the Disaster Preparedness Coordinator at Atlantis Community, Inc., a group that helps people with disabilities live independently. Today, he's on the front line in their Disability History and Culture Museum to raise awareness.
Isn't taught it in schools, and it's important for people to know our history and the changes, the way things were.
The museum is part of their office space. It features photos, newsletters, and artifacts from the disabilities rights movement that grew momentum here in Denver.
July 5th, 1978, referred to as the Gang of 19, and their names are up here. They were all wheelchair users. They went and basically chained themselves to the RTD buses at Colfax and Broadway.
The city of Denver had ordered a bunch of new buses but didn't make them accessible, and they didn't think that was right.
Brian Gruey is the group's executive director. He says the movement inspired changes nationwide.
In 1983, they formed ADAPT, which was, its long name was Atlantis ADAPT. And this organization really sort of led the charge to change not only the laws, but how Americans viewed people with disabilities.
Both Kurt and Brian hope the pictures on these walls tell the story of people who paved the way for others by having their voices heard.
I think just the pride of what America stands for all of us having an opportunity to be successful, to have fulfilling lives.
For Next,
And because of these people in this movement, we do.
I'm Byron Reed.